Alright everyone, welcome back. This is going to be round 5 of our VGC challenge here at Psycho Turtle. This is the last round of Swiss, so everything is on the line, probably for these two trainers at the moment. I'm joined by Coco and Dragonite over here, but we're going to get started on this. We have Michael Aguirre versus Edgar Abundes, and we see on one side we have Smeargle, Raging Bolt, Urshifu, Bloodermane, Chiyu, and Tornadus. That is going to be this paper, and it is the single strike style Urshifu, not water. On the opposing side we have another Raging Bolt, Landorus Incarnate, Tornadus Incarnate, Incineroar, Abundes, and Farigiraf. So we are seeing one team that is a very speedy team, and then the other team that has both Trick Room and Tailwind as options. We'll just take a look here and see if there's anything notable. On Michael's side with the Smeargle, that Raging Bolt is Assault Vest and has Snarl, whereas the other one on the other side is Booster Calm Mind, so they are very different on their two different ways to run the same Pokemon. Right, so we're going to get started with this game 1. Right, we're going to see Abundes and Landorus Incarnate as lead on this side, and Smeargle, the chosen one, with Tornadus on this side. The Smeargle is running, of course, Focus Sash with Moody, and it does have Decorate as an option, as what's in the slot with Spore, Take Out and Follow Me. And then we have opposing Spore on the other side with Abundes, of course. Very standard with Pollen Puff, Rage Powder, and Protect. The Landorus Eye is very standard, but it does have Taunt, which the Smeargle is not going to like. So we're going to see the Landorus Protect on turn 1, ready to call to dodge a potential Fake Out. Smeargle indeed goes for the Fake Out into the Protect. And we see the Tornadus goes for its own Taunt onto the Abundes, so it will not be able to use Spore, and it will not be able to use any of its support moves. It can still Pollen Puff. Oh, I looked away for 1 second. I do not think it got the speed boost on there. I don't know if that would be important if it did. So now you have an awkward position where it's like, are you probably not going to outspeed with Smeargle to dodge a Taunt coming in from the other side? And you are safe from Spore on the Abundes. The Abundes on the opposing side is not in a good position. So we're going to see a Landorus switch out. That's interesting. Into its opposing Tornadus. Let me make sure I'm not getting these mixed up. Okay, this is that one is Sunny Day Tornadus, okay? So we see a double switch out actually from Abundes into the Booster Energy Calm Mind variant of Raging Bolt. It's going to get that special attack boost. Oh, we see Decorate going to Smeargle into Tornadus. That's a very interesting play. That's going to make Bleakwind do a lot more damage. And we get a double connect on Bleakwind. Wow, that wasn't even a crit. And you get the speed drop on Bolt, probably doesn't matter, but that is a nice one-hit KO on the switch in for that opposing Tornadus. So that gives Michael a very good advantage here. Ooh, we don't like to see that speed drop on Moody Smeargle, but that well-executed Decorate's pretty much probably all it needs to even do at this point. So the Tornadus on this side has actually Dragon Terra, so that is very worth considering to preserve this like sharp special attack boost and not be weak to the electric on the opposing side. But you also have Abundes back in, no longer taunted, and you are going to be worried about Spore. The opposing side also has to be worried about Spore on Smeargle. So you're kind of in a position where it's like, does the Abundes want to try to go for the Spore on the scary boosted attacker, or Rage Powder away the opposing Spore. Oh, and this Tornadus is also Sharp Beak, so that explains that damage. That was really high damage, I was gonna say. So Amoonguss opts for Protect this turn to stay out the turn, and Smeargle's gonna follow me away any electric moves from Raging Bolt. And Tornadus does go for the taunt, it does not, it lands into the Protect. So Raging Bolt has a free Calm Mind here if we went for it, but we went for Dragon Pulse, that'll break the Sash on the Smeargle. Brings it down to Sash. You're gonna see moving speed sharply. I don't think having plus speed matters so much here. I guess because you were probably already guaranteed to outspeed the opposing side, but going for a Spore would be nice because you know it's gonna be pretty speedy, unusual for Spore. And then now we have to decide, do we use this attack buff Tornadus to go for a super effective flying move into Amoonguss, or do we just go for taunt because we're scared of the support moves? Tough decision. Maybe with Shark Beak you could get it if we don't see a Terra come out. Okay, but we are going to see Amoonguss switch into the Landorus Eye we saw earlier. It was in the lead. And so we are going to see Terra coming out from Michael's side over here onto the Tornadus. This is going to be the Terra Dragon I mentioned earlier. This is a really good way to dodge that electric weakness without having to use Follow Me on Smeargle if you don't want to. And we get that Spore right on that Raging Bolt. Great Spore, it was a great play. You can see Bleak Wind miss, unfortunately, on the not very effective target, but wow, that one-shots the Landorus Incarnate as well. It's a very strong Tornadus. But that, again, that is that Sharp Beak, Stab, Bleak Wind Storm. What is it? Bleak Wind Storm, yeah. Okay, we get some more meaningless boosts and decrease from Moody on Smeargle. It's still fast, so this Decorate is still very threatening. You could go for a Decorate again if you really wanted to do it, or just follow me a potential Spore from the Amoonguss, which we're going to see Amoonguss go for Protect here. Kind of have to. You're really scared of Prankster Taunt, and it's like I'm not sure what Edgar can do to get out of that at this moment, so we're going to see Smeargle follow me in case the Raging Bolt wakes up, and we're going to see a Bleak Wind Storm. And yeah, Electrifer stays asleep, unfortunately. And I really don't see a way for Edgar to get out of this. This is a very strong lead from Michael. Very surprising to see like an offensive, like a very supportive while also being offensive with just that held item and one attacking move on the Tornadus. We are going to see Edgar's reveal a Terra here in this last turn as a last ditch effort. It's going to be on the Amoonguss for Terra Water. Yeah, this dodge is still flying weakness, so that's, I guess you had to do this pretty much because you're just going to get potentially two-shot or just one-shot by the spread move. Didn't even go for the didn't even go for the Raging Bolt move. Crit on Amoonguss. That crit probably mattered after the Terra, so we're gonna see a very clean throw sweep from Michael Aguirre. That was a very impressive sweep with just Smeargle and Tornadus. So this is a very interesting mode to go into in this format where you can just like boost a Tornadus. It's like, why not? It's still a legendary Pokemon. Very strong. So we're definitely gonna have to see some kind of switch up from Edgar. That was a Landorus lead, which really wasn't like the worst thing. I guess you really didn't want to get spored from the Smeargle. So maybe we'll see Incineroar come in. You want to use like Fake Out on the Smeargle to break the Sash and maybe double into it so you don't get spored again. That would be the obvious play to change, especially if you think that Smeargle was going to be the lead again, which it looks like it would be. I would probably just keep that same lead again for Michael. It's like when you 4-0 someone, it's like really hard to decide not to like lead that again. So we'll give the participants their minute to decide on this. Yeah, I really, even if Edgar does go for an instant or lead, you still have the Terra Ghost option on Smeargle, so that's kind of hard to dodge. Yeah, this lead is so good into this other team that it's like there's no reason not to do that lead again. So you probably almost, as Edgar, have to accept someone's getting spored, and then you need to do something with the other Pokemon. You almost want to have like more of a hyper offense mode. That's what I would suggest, I guess, but we'll see. We are running out of time to make your selections. Okay, the trainers have locked in, and we are ready for this game 2 on round 5. Okay, we're gonna see Raging Bolt with Abundes as the lead, and of course the same lead from Michael. And that is Booster Special Attack on a Calm Mind Raging Bolt, which, staring a Prankster Taunt down the line on both these Pokemon, we're not gonna get to see a lot of setup. So we have Smeargle with Fake Out Live on turn 1, and we also have Prankster Taunt. Or we have that same mode of last game with the very cheeky Decorate into Bleak Wind Storm. So you have a lot of choices to make here as Michael. You have a lot of options. So we're going to see a switch out on Bolt. It's not great the first turn. Into Farigiraf. And Tornadus goes into Taunt, which Armor Tail is going to block, so that's great. It's there, but unfortunately we're going to see Farigiraf go immediately to sleep. But even while asleep, you're still blocking that priority and blocking that Taunt from going on to the Abundes, so we get to see the Spore come out to put that Tornadus to sleep. It went way too hard on the first game, so I'm glad we're going to see it not. Oh wow. We get a speed boost on Smeargle's Moody, so it's definitely going first. Now, even if he had the Landorus come out, that's going to be faster and get scored. And Farigiraf, so both these Pokemon are going to be taking a turn of mandatory sleep, so you have the choice to either switch out or just let the sleep tick. I just want to let it tick this turn because it's just like, what's Abundes going to do now? So, wow. Farigiraf is going to switch out, it's done all it needs to do with Armor Tail, and we're going to go back into Raging Bolt. No longer with the booster, so you did lose your booster special attack from that switch out, it's not great. And we're going to see the Decorate while it's asleep. And we know that that +2 special attack is enough to one-shot a lot of the Pokemon on the opposing side of the field. And we're going to just go ahead and see a follow-up Spore. Oh god, almost worse. Okay, a Spore into the Smeargle. It's going to get some more boosts and debuffs there with Moody. But you have 2 opposing Pokemon asleep and 2 not. Tornadus could wake up on this turn. And Smeargle will still have to take this mandatory turn of sleep or switch out. Yeah, I think now is the time, now that you're at +2, Sharpbeak, Bleak Wind is gonna do really good here. So Smeargle takes its first turn of sleep. And Tornadus stays asleep for a second turn. So you Dragon Pulse to break the Sash into Smeargle, leaving it with 1 HP. Then we could see a follow-up Pollen Puff, maybe? Oh, we're gonna Spore it anyways. So now that you've committed to sporing on something you think is gonna wake up, you kind of have to commit and do that again. That's what I would think. So we do see that like Terra Dragon option into the Tornadus. That is really good here because you would be dodging like Thunderclap and Thunderbolt from that electric type. Oh, went for the Protect and did not wake up, unfortunately, for Terra. So Smeargle does wake up. Do we get to see Spore? Yep. We've seen a lot of Spore this match. That's going to put Raging Bolt to sleep, and it will take a mandatory turn of sleep during this turn, so it could wake up at any point. And Tornadus is pretty much guaranteed to wake up next turn, and we are going to see Abundes finally finish off this Smeargle with Pollen Puff. Okay, so Edgar is kind of back now with that. That's really good. Get that supporting thing off the field is really messing everything up. So we're going to see Chi Blue come out here. and that's gonna give an additional boost to the flying moves over there on Tornadus. That's already still at +2, and is guaranteed to wake up this turn. So we're gonna see a Terra come out on the Tornadus side. This is what we saw in the first game, the Terra Dragon. This is really good defensive Terra type into it. You're still retaining an ice weakness, but there's no ice on that other team, so this is really good for the electric. And we are going to see Edgar Terra as well in the same turn. Into the Abundes, this will be Terra Water to remove the flying type weakness. Last game, it still got one-shotted by this because of a crit, so there's a chance it'll live now, even with the Chiyu special defense drops. Ooh, not with the Heat Wave. So Heat Wave connects on both targets. No burns. Tornadus wakes up finally, and we see another double connect there. Finishes off the Abundes with the help from the Chiyu. Another crit. That's crazy. So I don't think you needed the crit because of the Chiyu with the Heat Wave chip, but not great for Raging Bull. It definitely needs to wake up or it's all over. Oh, it didn't wake up. Okay. Yeah, and you have Bridge Wrap, so I think this is pretty much over. Michael's definitely dominated these two games here. Yeah, I really don't think there's an out. I'm like looking over here at the sheet. It's like there's really... This Bridge Wrap has expanding force without a way to set the terrain, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, we're gonna see Heat Wave come out from the Chiyu. And then Bleak Wind, okay. I was gonna say I thought it was Prankster, but yeah, it's Armor Tail. So yeah, so Michael takes not so much a clean sweep as the first game, but very good victory against Edgar here, and I'm assuming definitely is going to be making top cut, so we'll probably see Michael later on stream, later on today. Oh wait, there's still something left. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I totally thought it was, I was like, it's over, but we still have Landorus. I'm not sure what Landorus is going to do here. You can just get the outs, so you get a free Tailwind, and then you're just like guaranteed to outspeed it with like your remaining 3 Pokemon. And the Heat Wave does connect. Yeah, I was like, I think that's a single target Heat Wave, you're good. Okay, so now it's over, and we'll probably see all that stuff I said earlier. Michael will probably be back on the stream later. So that was a very good example of just like how oppressive Smeargle can be with Decorate, which I am going to be honest, I'm a little salty that it's way better at using Decorate than Alcremie, whose signature move it is. But it is nice to have those speed boosts when you need it to get the Spore off faster. It's great. Such a good strategy, and that was a really cool offensive Tornadus.